afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the 58th Fleur Awards. We're here to celebrate creativity, talent that the Cape has to offer. Come on now, let's have a look.
Temper. That's what I was asking for, just the name of the group. Yeah. Would you have a copy of one here? No, this is that's exactly the same. So I've got I don't have the name of the group. Never mind.
Hello everybody, it's Luando Scott here. I am here with Pumza Khenke, Marketing Director from Distell. I'm going to ask Pumza a couple of questions. Hi, how are you doing today? Aren't you excited for today?
I'm so excited. I'm over the moon. This is the 58th Fleur Theatre Awards and I'm ecstatic.
It's been going on for a while, and one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about is Distell's involvement in the arts, right? Distell's, it's been quite a patron of the arts, and this is one of their biggest events. Do you want to talk a little bit about Distell's involvement and the work that they do within the arts?
Well, we've had a huge passion for the arts going on almost 60 years now. This is by far our biggest involvement in the arts, celebrating excellence in theatre. And we do have a number of initiatives also, like the National Arts Playwright Competition and others, partnerships with the Baxter Theatre and the Artscapes. So we are an avid supporter and fan of the arts.
Lovely. Thank you so much for that. Now tell me, what is it that you look forward to the most at the awards ceremony?
So, seeing people looking as good as you look this evening.
Thank you.
And seeing some familiar faces, people that entertain us, the people that enthrall us and inspire us with their stories and their talent. This is really a moment to shine a spotlight on them, congratulate them for their success, and I suppose just to say kudos to them. You know, we support them, we're behind them, and ours is but a mere small part in terms of, you know, everything that they give to the industry.
Thank you so much, Pumza. I hope you have a fantastic night and you look absolutely splendid yourself.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, so we are going to begin with Wayne now, who is one of the Fleur judges. Hello, Wayne. How are you doing?
Good, thanks.
I'm very well, thank you. So, this is one of the judges, and one of the things that I think people always want to know is the process of judging. So if you can tell me a little bit about, I mean, I know a little bit, but if you can tell me a little bit about, you know, the process, you know, what goes in, what you look for, yeah, and the whole thing about, you know, deciding what is a great show.
Oh, that's a complicated question and a very complex process. So yeah, the panel goes to see a lot of shows. Last year we saw about 56, 57 productions. So, and we're usually busy 3-4 times a week. So it's a long process of going, and when you go there, you don't just look there for entertainment value. You go to look at lighting. What does the director do? How is the story conveyed? How do the actors perform in this? So it is getting all the information. So that is your data to work with. And then at the end of the year, we have meetings throughout the year, but at the end of the year, we really have a robust discussion about what happened on stage that year. And we nominate, we have a long list of people that are eligible for nomination, and then we vote from there. It's a voting process, which is also, we've got auditors looking at that process. So it's quite complicated, and we have to think a lot about how you vote and what you want to see the nominees as, and the winners eventually are. So it's quite a process, and it's a year process. You can't forget about everything that happened before June. You have to think about all the productions and what value it brought to theatre in Cape Town.
Yeah, I think there's an important thing there that you said about it's a year process, and that you can't forget, you know, production you saw in January when it comes to voting, you know, in whatever month down the year. But can you also talk then about the different, I don't want to say programs, but right, the different categories in terms of, well, maybe if different category is not the greatest word, you know, other people look at opera, other people look at student productions. Do you want to talk just a little bit about that?
No, so I'm on the opera panel, and we're 4 people looking specifically at opera, and because we've got a background in classical musical opera, so we look at specific things here. We look at the production value, also the singers and how they perform. It's a bit different to looking at actors doing their role. So there's music in it, so you have to listen to the music. It's the same with musicals. So also we have some panel members looking specifically at musicals. On all these different genres, you need to keep up and sort of know what you're looking for within that specific genre and how it compares with others in that genre. So it's a difficult process thinking of all these categories and different, not only the categories of voting, but the genres that are performed on stage.
Right. Thank you so much, Wayne. I appreciate your time. Have a great night.
My pleasure. You too. Thanks.
Everyone, I am here with Leon Pistorius, who is the CEO of the Naladies up in Johannesburg. I hope you're not here to come check out the competition or anything, but how are you feeling about tonight?
Oh, Luando, thank you. Thank you once again. I mean, I have said it before, but thank you for the Fleur Cups for actually inviting me and for having us up here. It's a wonderful event. I'm so excited to see, and I mean, I can't even imagine how excited the nominees must be for tonight. But I mean, just so excited to see how excellence in terms of South African theatre is rewarded, and especially on the Cape Town theatre front. I mean, we are fortunate that we see some of the shows up in Johannesburg, but not all of it, and that's why it's so exciting just to be amongst theatre family here today.
All right. Yes, absolutely. I think it's wonderful. There are obviously a number of shows who, go to both cities, and some shows, only make it to one. But tell me, what are you looking forward to the most? Is there any specific categories that you're excited about tonight?
I am especially excited about the acting awards tonight, specifically the lead actor and lead actress in a play. I think the competition, I mean, I haven't seen such a lineup in a very, very long time, and such a strong lineup. And it just shows that the quality of performer and theatre maker that we have in this country, and that is amazing, and it's just so great to see that the Fleur Cup Theatre Award panel has recognised excellence of this magnitude.
Yes, absolutely. I think there's quite a number of categories where there's quite big contenders for the awards. So is there anything else you'd like to share with us from the Naledi's?
Yeah, so from the Naledi Theatre Awards side, it's award season. And that's why it's so fantastic and to be in this buzz tonight. But the nominations reveal for the Naledi Theatre Awards up in Johannesburg will actually be tomorrow afternoon, Monday the 27th at 5 o'clock. And then and I'm proud to announce that the awards event will be at the Joburg Theatre on the 22nd of May this year.
All right, that's fantastic. Well, I hope I get an invite for the Naledi's. It would be fantastic to go up to Joburg.
Of course, I mean, I always extend an invitation to the Fleur Cups, and it's only Africa that ever rocks up. So, Luando, I hope to see you there this year.
All right, thank you. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Hi everybody, I'm standing here with Eric Leon Song, who is the Director of Corporate Affairs at Distell, and I want to speak to you about Distell and Distell's involvement in the arts and the important work that Distell does within the arts.
Thank you so much. Thank you everybody online. This is a great moment that we've all been waiting for. Wow, wow, wow. 58 year of Fleur du Cap Award. Distell has been backing the arts. This is the moment. This is the time we've been waiting for. We can't wait to know who's going to be the winners. There's a lot of excitement. Everybody around you is dressed up to the nines, looking super glamorous. I just want to say thank you to all the organizers and all the participants, and of course, all of you are winners, and we can't wait what tonight's going to deliver. Distell is backing the arts. This is the moment, and enjoy and have lots of fun. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Do you have a category that you're excited about, particularly?
Oh, I like, obviously, the drama.
Yeah.
I like production.
Yeah.
I like musicals. So it's all over the place. I'm going to be here right till the end. I can't wait to see all the winners. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. I hope you have a fantastic night.
Will do. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. I'm here with Oude Libertas, everybody. One of the nominees for tonight. How are you feeling?
I'm good. It's a wonderful sunny day. It's not in a theatre, it's an outdoor amphitheatre, which is lovely. It's a nice little change of pace. But yeah, it's lovely to see everyone.
All right, so I mean, this is not your first day on the rodeo, so to speak. So you've been a nominee before, and you've won actually. How does it feel? How excited are you, and how important is these nominations and maybe wins for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's always a big honor to be nominated, and it's wonderful being here. I think, an award ceremony like this always gives us a whole retrospective of what the year's work was, so that I really love that aspect of it. I get to relive my experience of all the plays I saw during the year. And as far as nominations and wins and so on, I always think, if it means that the work can be seen more, I'm all for it. But yeah, no, so lovely.
Awesome. So you mentioned I was speaking to one of the judges earlier on, and we were talking about when one judges, obviously they look for shows from January to December, which is a privilege in some ways. Also, is there a show that is not yours that you're particularly rooting for tonight?
Yeah, several, because it's it's a big extended family. I know all of these people, so I root for all of them inadvertently. Yeah.
All right. Well, enjoy your night and all the best.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Kumal on bass, yeah?
Hi everybody, I'm here with Kiro, who is a former winner of the award for most promising student, and he's looking absolutely luscious today. How are you feeling and how are you doing?
Good. I love the venue. I think it's quite cool to see some of the theatre folk, because you don't often see this after COVID, of like everyone getting together, so that's very nice, and it's wine and food, so...
Awesome. So, most promising student a couple of years ago. How do you feel about the award, and are you excited about the category?
Yes, because for me, I think it gave me a validity after graduating that actually some people think I'm actually good at what I do. So maybe I can do this thing, because once you leave university, you're on your own, right? So to have that award kind of makes you think like, oh, maybe I'm a little bit good. Maybe I can do this. So it helped me, and I think it could help a lot of young graduates when they're entering the industry.
Awesome. So tell me, is there a category that you're looking forward to tonight, that you're excited about, or a production that you think was very exciting?
Actor musical, because Tankisa Mamabulu is nominated, and that's like one of my besties. And then I loved Auntie Merle, so I guess the musical categories.
Okay, the musical categories are it for you. Well, I hope you have a fantastic night ahead, and I'll chat to you maybe after the awards to see if Auntie Merle has won.
Yeah, but then I'll have too much like MCC in me, so maybe not.
So maybe not on camera.
Maybe not on camera.
All right, well, enjoy your evening. It's very lovely to see you.
My friend, Mona, eh, Mona,
Hello, everybody. I'm here with Fleur, theatre extraordinaire, writer, creator, everything. What are you most looking forward to today?
To be really honest with you, just being here is so exciting. Obviously, having suffered, and I use that word very specifically, under the global pandemic as a theatre arts industry, for all of us to be together again, to be able to celebrate the arts, making, creators is something that's really exciting. So being present for me at the moment is exciting.
That sounds so beautiful.
Yeah.
I hope you have a fantastic night.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving me a bit of your time. And you look absolutely stunning.
Thank you. It's giving bombshell realness, you know, a little bit of Vivienne Westwood, a little bit of Pep Store, just because we always have to up it, you know.
Absolutely divine.
Thank you. You too. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I love this for you. I need to take a photo.
All right. Hi. Thank you.
You don't have to impress me, I don't have to impress you. Life is about joy.
Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Luando again. I'm here with Fred and Marcel, and I wanted to ask, how many nominations again did you have today? And how exciting is it?
16 in all. 16, yeah. Not all, some of them are for our performers, and some are for us, and some are for our lighting designer, our sound, but it's for the company 16, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a great honor to be here, and just so nice to be able to celebrate theatre as an industry, not just individually people's contributions, but that we've survived probably the toughest thing the industry could have faced, which was COVID. And here we all are gathering to celebrate once again the work that happened in a year. And a lot of work that happened during COVID that we actually managed to, with socially distant audiences, get together and keep theatre alive. So it's a great honor to celebrate theatre with other practitioners in the industry.
Yeah, absolutely. One more question about I went to go see Hamlet, and that was absolutely stunning. And I almost asked for some of those outfits to wear tonight. I mean, those outfits were absolutely stunning. Do you want to talk just a little bit about that?
Thank you. It was, having done the previous production, because we had another Hamlet in our rep that we've toured extensively, so we decided to make a new production this year because it's the 400th anniversary of the folio, and we wanted to give new actors a new chance at this play. So it was great to reimagine a play that you're so familiar with, and you were safe enough to think you could do what you probably wouldn't have done 5 years ago when you did the play. You were bold enough to know we can use that entire space, which was the theatre, for the set, and then really go for these almost operatic costumes and know that the text will still be alive. And it really was a great joy to revisit that amazing play and to really be able to play, not to be able to hold yourself back and think, oh, am I going too much? No, too much is more and more is more, and that's fabulous.
I think reimagining it again very much with young audiences in mind. So very inspired by anime and all the kind of things, the series that these young people are watching. So from the music by Charles-Johan Lingenfelder, costumes by Marcel, and using a young cast is trying to get that kind of energy without messing with the text, because they're studying it and they have to write exams about it. So it was an interesting exercise in how do we make it more accessible to young people, and it certainly was a huge success. I mean, over 4,500 young people came to see it, which was great.
That's fantastic. That's a great reach. Well, you must have a great evening, and all the best for tonight.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank you.
enjoy it.
Lovely to see you,
Claro.
Now every time I go for the weekend, gotta hold myself down. Just can't wait till you wrap me. You're coming around. Oh, I'm walking on sunshine. Oh, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, and don't it feel good? Oh, right now.
All right, everybody, just before our ceremony starts, we're going to the live band on stage. Enjoy.
And I just can't spend my whole life just waiting for you. Don't want you back for a weekend, not back for a day. Baby, I just want you back, and I want you to stay. Oh, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, now don't it feel good? Oh, right now, don't it feel good? Oh, yeah. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. 'Cause since I come on home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, Valerie. oh yeah. I hope you didn't catch a 10. Hope you'll find the right man who'll fix it for you. And are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay that fine? You were dodging all the time.
Hi everybody, I'm here with Lara Foot, the CEO of Baxter Theatre. And how excited are you for tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited. It's nice to see everyone coming through COVID, coming through ESCOM.
Yes.
It's very hard to run a theatre during, load shedding. So, but very excited that all the artists have come together, got us through this difficult time, and great work being represented tonight. So I'm really happy.
Awesome. Yes, it does feel like there's a energy in the air in terms of coming back from the hard past 3 years. Do you feel like the theatres are rising up, as it were, from the past 3 years?
Yeah, I mean, it just shows me, that theatre is alive and kicking, because, I mean, the quality of work in the last year has been outstanding. The audiences are back in their droves, and Baxter's been thumping for the last 6-7 months. So we're excited. And I have to say, I'm excited because my son was nominated tonight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
yeah. So that's an exciting thing.
Yes, that's a category you're absolutely looking forward to then.
Yeah. I mean, the nomination's good enough. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful evening tonight.
Thanks for the talk.
All right. Awesome.
Valerie, ooh, Valerie, 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 why don't you come on over, Valerie? Thank you so much, everyone. Have a beautiful evening.
Samantha. Merci à for Nathan on guitar, yeah? Nathan on guitar. Smalama timbe mayo, oh, alama kutoma engo. Simbalama timbe mayo, oh, ilamato, pakati. Simbalama timbe mayo, samalama tena oh. Sumalama timbe mayo. Sumbalama kimbe mayo, sumbalama kinge maye, inamaku tonobo. Sumbalama kinge mayo, inamaku pimayo. Thank you, Asanadas.
Come on. We're done.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 58th Fleur du Cap Theatre Awards.
what we love about live performance, because that was supposed to happen while I was still backstage. And clearly they were waiting for me to come out before they played it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 58th Fleur Theatre Awards. Isn't it lovely to be back at Oude Libertas, the home of theatre and the creative arts here at Distell. The last time I came here, actually, I came to see Distell Saunders. I don't know who saw that at Woodfears. Absolutely amazing, outstanding performance. And I'm glad I came on one of the nights when there was no rainfall, because I believe one of the performances had to be ended 5 minutes before the end because of the wet weather. Well, we are gifted with good weather today. And when you were in Cape Town yesterday, you probably would have thought, what are we going to do, right? And isn't it lovely that we have a Bedouin tent covering the plaza where you're going to enjoy your canapes and your wine and your spirits later, but we out at elements for the actual theatre show. I love it indeed. For those who don't know, my name is Africa Melane. I chair the panel of judges for the Fleur Theatre Awards. And once again, it is a joy and a pleasure to be here. That was Fanny Swayisa, people, who decided to shout out. She's just been named the curator for the Masambe Theatre at the Baxter Theatre. A space where currently you can see the incredibly disturbing The Rangers. I had to stop eating meat for at least 2 days. For at least 2 days after seeing that show. If you have not done so yet, please try and see it this week. It really, really is exceptional. In the room, we also have Nicholas Pauling, who actually stars in The Rangers, but he was absolutely exceptional in Dinner with the 42s. He's in the room today, one of the nominees, along with all of his stars, co-stars in that production. Manny Manham is in the house. It's lovely to see you here, Manny. I bumped into him twice in the last week and a half, and I asked him both times, are you coming tonight? And he said, stop asking me that question. That's all I can say, Manny. I can't make fun of you. You are a legend in this space, and I would be beaten up by the ancestors if I did anything more than that. Lovely to have you here, and congratulations on your nomination. Mark Lottering is in the house. Also performing to sold-out audiences at the Baxter's Concert Hall, where he's making jokes about writing a musical, which obviously he and his fantastic cast and technical team and crew have been nominated for. Congratulations, good sir. Lovely, lovely to have you here. We have Jenny Young in the house, who gave us a most amazing, very different Hamlet. And we also have Fred Abramson and Marcel Meyer, who gave us a very different Hamlet. I have never done this before, where on the same week, within a matter of 3 days, I saw 2 Shakespearean productions of Hamlet, both of them exceptional. Fred and Marcel enjoying 16 nominations today for his company. But we have to start with congratulations. Firstly, congratulations to each and every one of you to have survived the horrors of the pandemic and the threat that it really presented to our sector, and then to produce the phenomenal amount of work you did in 2022, where the numbers of production stage are better than pre-pandemic levels. It's all to your incredible effort. A round of applause, please, for what you've gifted Cape Town. And while I continue with the congratulations, can we also say congratulations to Heineken Beverages on their purchase of Distell? We have to be nice to them because we want to be back here next year. Heineken Beverages guests, that is why it's important for us to have the 59th Fleur Theatre Awards happening next year, and I hope you will support them. A couple of house rules before we start with the program. Firstly, the bar obviously is closed.
No, just for the duration of the ceremony. It will be open again afterwards when we serve you supper and dessert, we promise. Just between now and when the last award has been awarded, even if you escape out of here, you will not be served any alcohol whatsoever. The restrooms are literally through that, up those stairs and then to the left there, and they are clearly marked. It is a theater, so please make sure that your cell phones and devices are on vibrate at the very worst, preferably silent. We invite you to take as many pictures and videos as you wish and share it on the social media platforms using the hashtags. We are streaming this live to both Facebook and YouTube, so do share with your followers, of course, that particularly if you're nominated, that they must tune in and make sure that they celebrate with you should you be named the winner. I have to now acknowledge the incredible men and women who had the unenviable task of going to every single theater, including the back room of Olympia Bakery in Johannesburg, to see amazing work. Here are the judges for the Fleur Cup Theatre Awards, the 58th edition, and let's give them a round of applause, please. We have to acknowledge the incredible contributions of both Roxy as well as Thabo. Roxy, unfortunately, traveled quite a bit to Europe last year, so she didn't see enough productions to be able to qualify to judge. But wherever she's been able to, she's been seeing it. Thabo decided to make the very bad decision of moving back to Johannesburg, and therefore did not sadly see enough. But he's here capturing all your wonderful winning moments afterwards. Sadly, as is always, in 2022, we lost some loved ones. And it is that time of the afternoon, the evening, when we remember them.
Do what you need to do to survive. 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 Yeah, don't ever say that because there's other things happening in the world. What's happening in your life is insignificant because it's not. Dit is glad nie. Die wereld mag altyd iets gaan, maar wat jy gaan maak nie jou experience insignificant to the bigger picture, the global picture nie.
Keep those applause going for the Jazz Art Dance Theatre Company. The incredible talents of the Mzansi tenors. And Unoma Krestu Pagatukaga, a nominee right here this evening. Today, we'll be awarding not one, but 2 lifetime achievements, and we'll be awarding a special company of theatre makers, of incredible human beings for the Innovation in Theatre Awards. But that is to come. Are you ready for the first set of awards for this evening? And to kick us off, please welcome the Head of Performance School at AFDA, the delightful, the amazing, the outstanding, they're just gorgeous, Liz Mills. She's taking a dramatic moment. Dramatic moment. Liz Mills, everybody.
In the category Best Performance.
Generally, microphone please. Generally you say hello. How are
Hello.
you? I'm so happy to be here.
I'm delighted to be here.
And I've been tasked with the responsibility of naming the winner of our first award for today.
And all of that.
And now here are the nominees.
And here are the nominees.
In the category Best Performance by a Supporting Actress in a Play, the nominees are Babawa Makwetu, Ikrelele Chiza, The Sermon, The Mother. Berenice Barbier, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Honey. Lawrence Snyders, Curl Up and Die, Charmaine. Melissa Hayden, A Streetcar Named Desire, Stella. Noma Krestu, Kaka Tugaka, Ikrelele Chisa, The Sermon, Nongoma, Guardian of the Ancestral Realm.
And the winner is Berenice Barbier.
Swear. I was told to write a speech and then I didn't. And I'm so dumb, I didn't. But I want to say thank you to everyone. This is such a great honor. Thank you to everyone who did this and who are celebrating theatre. I love theatre so much, and this is such a privilege to be here with everyone who loves theatre and is celebrating it together. I've had the most tremendous mentors in my life. Chris Weir. Nicholas Pauling. Ruth Nurkin and Eileen Conley, who's in New York. Sylvain Strike. Oh. I would urge everyone who can and will to line up at her door and knock on her windows, because if you can work with her, you walk out a better person and a better artist. She is magnificent. Alan Committee for affording me this opportunity, this role. I mean, it was a dream come true. I cannot believe I've had an award for playing Honey in an Albee play. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I don't know why I brought this up. No idea. I don't have shoes on. My cast for always showing up with all the energy and all the support every night. Robin Scott, Alan Committee, and Sunder. Oh, Sunder. The most generous, loving, biggest heart, high energy, like a dream come true for a partner on stage. Truly. Thank you so much for this award. Thank you.
And the next award is for Best Performance by a Supporting Actor in a Play.
In the category The Best Performance by a Supporting Actor in a Play, the nominees are Brent Palmer in Dinner with the 42s for Drinkwater, Carlo Daniels in The Unlikely Secret Agent for various roles, Gerard Rudolph in Neon Smooth for The Lobster Man, Matthew Baldwin in A Streetcar Named Desire for Mitch, Sanda Shandu in Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf for Nick.
And the winner is Carlo Daniels.
Wow, I'm super. Wow. Thank God for the blessings. Thank God for this moment. I didn't expect, but I'm really grateful. This is a big moment for me and for any actor. We know the Cape Town audiences are tough. So yeah, we thank you to the people that always supports the work, supports me as a person, as in families and loved ones. Thanks to the people I always work. I see Mr. Kramer there, who's played a big part in my life, and a lot of the magnet students and Mamlara there. And a big thank you to Unlikely Productions. The Unlikely, I took over from Sanda, which was big shoes to fill. He's very talented. And yeah, the pressure was on, but the company was so supportive. Paul, Erika, Gideon, Ntlantla, Wessel, really great actors. So I really enjoyed the process, and this is just a cherry on top and the biggest blessing. Thank you. And thank you to Fleur for acknowledging us as actors and artists. Thank you.
Congratulations to Carlo Daniels for winning the Best Supporting Actor in a Play. And thank you, of course, to Liz Mills for that wonderful work. Coming up next, the Head of Drama and Musical Theatre at the Waterfront Theatre School. Please welcome on stage, Paul Griffith.
Good evening, everyone. This is a spontaneous moment. If I'd known, I would have fortified myself with slightly more wine. The nominations for Best Performance in a Review, Cabaret, or One-Person Show are...
In the category of Best Performance in a Review, Cabaret, or One-Person Show, the nominees are Daniel Anderson in Vincent, His Quest to Love and Be Loved, for various roles. Daniel Newton in Shadowboxing, for Flynn. Erika Marais in Die Goeie Pa, for various roles. Siboyeselo Diwili in The House of Truth for Cantemba. Sophie Jones for Ill, playing herself.
And the winner is Daniel Newton.
especially to Mdu, my family, Rebecca, to Nick Pauling, one of my biggest mentors. This one's for Ngedisi.
Congratulations to you, Daniel. Now, to present the next award, please welcome on stage an award-winning actress herself and teacher, Sivenkosi Kubanga.
Hello, everyone. As I was going, I was like, please don't fall, Sive, please don't fall, please don't fall. And then I was like, oh my God. But yes, we're all here, and what a wonderful evening to be here and be super, super festive. So welcome and let's have fun, everyone. The nominations for the most promising student are...
In the category of Award for the Most Promising Student, the nominees are Anna Olafir, Lamta; Buchle Stefane, Magna Theatre; Gerard van Rooyen, Lamta; Catherine Sharp, Avda; Ketsia Velapi, Avda; Koketso Mere, Waterfront Theatre School; Michelle C. van Wyk, University of Stellenbosch; Michaela Joy Brown, University of Stellenbosch; Minka Mare, University of Stellenbosch; Sunny Yoon, Lamta.
And the award for most promising student goes to Michaela Joy Brown.
Bubblegum. Yola, I did not expect this. Sure. Mommy and Daddy, thank you. Thank you for dealing with all my nonsense and drama all the time. And I just want to thank my friends also for being such a huge support. I love you so, so much. Bella, Michelle, Paul, all of them that are there. And also just lastly, the Lord. Yalla, the Lord carries you through everything. So I just want to thank him just for the talents that he's given me, and yeah, to new and more exciting things.
Ladies and gentlemen, now please welcome on stage actor, musician, director, and now villain on Arden's Flay, Alistair Isobel.
Very good evening to you all. Here kan ek so nervous wees amper soos ek 'n toekenning kry wil nou huis toe aanloop. But of course, the nominees for this category of Best New South African Script is, ladies and gentlemen.
In the category Best New South African Script, the nominees are Basil Apollos and Sylvia Vollenhoven for Dance of the Legumas; Fred Abramser and Marcel Meyer for Contested Bodies; Nadia Davids for Hold Still; Nico Skeepers for Nêrens Noord-Kaap; and Scott Sparrow for Dinner with the 42s.
And the winner is Nadia Davids.
Thank you so much to the Theatre Cup judges for this wonderful honour and for all that you do throughout the year to support South African theatre. To the other nominees, it is a gift to stand in such fine company. I want to first acknowledge the Fugard Theatre, who are much missed and who commissioned this work. And then I want to say my very, very grateful thanks to Laura Foote and the entire Baxter team, producers, creatives, the press office, the crew, for the grace and the grit and the tremendous generosity that they brought to this play, and for all that they do to keep the flame of South African theatre burning so bright. To beautiful Moenia Kabwe, Andrew Buckland, Lyle October, and Tylen Ramsamy, your textured, exquisite performances and the way that you found Rosa and Ben and Oliver and Imran will stay with me always. Jay Pather, working with you has been one of the privileges of my creative life. You are brilliant, tireless, ethical, and you truly set the standard in all these areas. Thank you so much for directing this work. And finally, my thanks always to John Gutierrez, who is with me as all the stories take shape. I wish you all a beautiful, beautiful night, and I truly wish I could be there. Thank you.
applause, please, for Kaylin Ndlovu and Zinzi Nokaku. Truly exceptionally talented ladies. All right, for the first of the special awards that we'll be handing out today, that's the Award for Innovation in Theatre. Please welcome the convener of the student panel and a woman who loves theatre like no other, Tracy Saunders.
Good evening, everybody. It's a terrifying experience being on the side. I don't know how you do it every night. Anyone who has had the privilege of experiencing or co-creating a production with Mpumi Mtombeni, Dr. Dylan McGarry, and Neil Coppin walks away from the encounter a different person. Theatre have been steadily creating work that harnesses the life-changing attributes of theatre. It's an honor to award them the Innovation in Theatre Award. For their courageous work in extracting the truth and making meaning from listening with intent, for creating with purpose as they build worlds through storytelling and story listening, for consistently and carefully using theatre to connect us with ourselves, each other, and the planet, for changing individuals by opening hearts, uniting fractured communities by building bridges, and creating a better world through global engagement with policymakers. In creating an amphitheatre for empathy, they consistently mold spaces in which complexity is unraveled and old problems are looked at with new eyes. On the playing field of life, where theatre builds a muscle for empathy, they deserve a gold.
Thank you so much. I stand here tonight on behalf of many people, particularly my co-founders of this company, the enormously talented, the mother of this project, Mpumi Mtombeni, and the wild and woolly, crazy imaginings and brilliance of Dylan McGarry, and so many others, researchers, activists, artivists, practitioners who contribute and collaborate with this company. We're a very big family, now a global family of so many extraordinary collaborators that make this possible, this work we do, and teach us so much in the process. Mpumi and Dylan are currently, they arrived in Rome yesterday. They're eating pizza and drinking wine and about to perform at the United Nations in the morning with Lalelo Wandle. I'm in Oudtshoorn working on a project, so I couldn't join them, and it's a wonderful project, but I couldn't join them. So when I heard about this award, it's a really lovely consolation prize to be recognized, to be here to receive this on behalf of the company, and I think to really acknowledge, most importantly, beyond all our collaborators, it's the original storytellers that offer their stories to these projects that go on to be inserted in the corridors of power and hopefully really try to transform and shift something, particularly when it comes to policy making. We've just been invited 2 days ago to New York to the United Nations there, and we're so excited to be able to use theatre to put these voices into spaces of power where true decisions are made, decisions that impact millions of people around the world. And hopefully, you know, the experiments we do with this company are really testing how far we can go in transforming minds. And it's been such an exciting journey so far. To everyone here, the C. Kirishan has been part of the journey, Elise Kaywood, Maurice Dimmy, Juanita Adams, Mark Elderkin, so many Western Cape practitioners and performers who also have Pelilia Mbata, and then there's Kira Irwin and Taryn Pereira, and so many extraordinary humans and minds that make this possible. So on behalf of them and to all those people who've offered their stories so generously to this company, we salute and thank you. Have a good evening.
Another round of applause, please, from Theatre. I think you'll agree, a very deserving recipient of the Innovation in Theatre Award for this year. We love the work that you do and we wish you all the best. The next set of awards will be presented by a variety of presenters, the first of which is the Artistic Director for Cape Town Opera, Magdalene Menar.
Excuse me. You all look fantastic. So the next category is for Best Sound Design, Original Music, Soundscape or Live Performance.
In the category Best Sound Design, Original Music, Soundscape or Live Performance, the nominees are Gideon Lombard, Karatara, Sound Design; Charles Johan Lingenfelder, A Streetcar Named Desire, Sound Design; Kyle Shepard, Life and Times of Michael Kay, Original Music; Simon Kohler, Life and Times of Michael Kay, Sound Design; Wessel Oendal, Star-Crossed, Original Music.
And the award goes to Gideon Lombard.
Thank you very much. First of all, to all the other nominees, especially in this category, where's Kyle? I go and watch you most nights of the week to gather some musical inspiration, so really thank you. And to Charles Johan, who's taught me a lot just about life and about music and sound. I would like to thank the whole Karatra team, Sean, Grant, Dean. You are extraordinary, and this was certainly a conversation between all of us that led to this. Then Marie, who's the mother of the production. Marie. Without you, this doesn't happen. Andy, thank you so much for all things technical. And then where's Vulcan? He's my date for this evening, but I haven't seen him. Thank you, and Sean, Izani Boomer, thank you, and Sean, for an extraordinary script. And yeah, thank you. Just thank you to everyone, to Heineken, obviously, yes, food. Even the alcohol-free beer, which I enjoy, is good, so it's great. Thank you.
The next category is for Best Lighting Design.
In the category Best Lighting Design, the nominees are Fahim Bardin for Star-Crossed, Gideon Lombard for Karatara, Joshua Katz for Life and Times of Michael Kay, Manny Manham for Kiss of the Spider-Woman, Wolf Bretz for Firefly.
And the award goes to Gideon Lombard.
No, man. This is too much. Thank you. Once again, thank you to everyone I mentioned. I would like to mention Jay Pather, actually, for this as well. The idea for the lighting of this show started more than 10 years ago in a third-year movement class of his. And also for his guidance just with movement and with dance. So I thank you very much. This is very overwhelming. I don't know what to say anymore. Thank you.
Congratulations, Gideon, very deserving winner of both awards. To present the next two awards, please welcome actress, director, award-winning, of course, and senior lecturer, Lara Bai.
The next category is Best Set Design, and the nominees are...
In the category Best Set Design, the nominees are Greg King for Fordsburg's Finest, Neil Griffin for Dinner with the 42s, Patrick Curtis for Hold Still, Timber Stewart for No Complaints, New Day, New Dawn, Wolf Brits for Kiss of the Spider-Woman.
And the award for Best Set Design goes to Greg King. Yay, KZN! Durban!
Thank you, Fleur de Cap, for this marvelous party and this wonderful celebration of what we do. Thank you to the judges for this award. Paul Slavolevsky and Bobby Heaney, you've been heroes of mine since I was a theatre crazy kid. Thank you for inviting me to work on this marvelous show. I so loved it. Thank you, Chi Mendy, for a beautiful friendship and your love. Peter Tureen, thank you for the working opportunity, and everybody at PTP for their support. I was working on one of Paul's earlier plays, Suddenly the Storm, at Peter's Theatre at Monte Cassino the week before we went into lockdown. So to work on this as my first professional gig after COVID was a wonderful and very meaningful full circle for me. To my fellow nominees in this category, I am so honored to be nominated in your great company. Most of all, I want to thank my husband, Stephen Stead, my husband, my creative partner and love of my life. When the world was closing down and our careers were in tatters, you were the one that crawled up out of the depths of despair and went and did a job that you didn't want to do for 2 years to keep us afloat and make it possible for me to accept gigs like this. So it's all because of you, and I'm so glad you're here tonight and always. Thank you all. Thank you.
Congratulations, Greg. And our 10th category of the evening is Best Costume Design. Yes, and the nominees are...
In the category Best Costume Design, the nominees are Rudy Janssen, Brendan van Rijn, Christopher Dudgeon for The Triplets of Belleville, Marcel Meyer for A Streetcar Named Desire, Marcel Meyer for Contested Bodies, Neil Griffin for Dinner with the 42s, Phyllis Midlane for The Life and Times of Michael Kay.
And the award goes to Marcel Meyer.
First of all, thank you to Fleur and Distell for being one of the few corporates in this country who support the arts. And hopefully Heineken will be another corporate who will join this incredible family of live theatre. Obviously to Frederick for being a partner in crime. And then, because so many of these incredible people are here tonight, every one of the great designers who have inspired me. Peter Kaz, Michael Mitchell, Penny Simpson, Johan Engels, Andrew Butter, Lindley Grindley, incredible people who have dedicated their lives to the theatre and often unsung because they make the magic. And especially as an actor who is a designer, it's the costumes because you live in it. And that's the thing that makes the character real. So thank you to Peter and Penny and Michael and all the great designers who have come before because we steal with our eyes. So everything I've done is something you have done. So thank you so much for being here and for creating great theatre. Thank you.
Congratulations to you, Marcel. Welcome on stage, please, award-winning puppet creator, puppet designer, and director, Jenny Young.
It's really an honor to be here this evening to present this award to somebody who has been and continues to be a huge inspiration to me for your deep sensitivity to what it means to give life. And not only an inspiration to me, but to puppeteers all over the world as one of the greatest puppet designers of all time, Adrian Cole of Handspring Puppet Company.
In the category Best Puppetry Design, for the outstanding accomplishment in puppetry design, one show in particular stood out. The FTC judges therefore decided to honor this remarkable achievement.
Well, deep breath. In a way, it's a relief to be standing here unopposed. But also a bit sad because, you know, maybe the rest of us were sleeping or something during COVID, but I know that I'm relieved that it was for this period because the next award ceremony is going to be hugely contested and I'll get away scot-free. When Laura approached Basil and myself to collaborate on a production co-sponsored by the Düsseldorf Theatre, and we decided to try to crack a kutsi, it was a huge honor and excitement and a huge challenge too, to turn a really iconic novel into a piece of theatre, and that she wanted to do it with puppets. The process was an incredible one, something that was unique in our life as a company of Handspring, and we watched Lara build a team around a very clear concept, and I had the chance to sit in my studio making some of the loveliest puppets, I have to say for myself, that I ever have, because of the nature of the project. But puppets are just objects until they move. And fortunately in Cape Town we have people who can move them. Craig, who did Michael, supported supported by Carlo and Marty and Rashina Ratnam, who did his mom Anna, supported by Faniswa and Fefe, and the rest of the wonderful cast that has continued to perform the play, and it's coming back to Cape Town. So thank you to Distell for including the art of puppet theatre in the world of theatre where we believe it belongs. And thank you very much for this award.
And a stunning jacket at that as well. Congratulations. We need you to go the other way, please, so that we can take your photograph. Thank you very much. In case you were wondering, Marcel Meyer won for contested bodies. He was nominated for 2. And Gideon, it's too early to thank Heineken. Still Distell. Up until we hear otherwise. Beverly, I will need you next, darling. Dr. Beverly Bromett is the longest-serving member of the Fleur panel of judges. The panel certainly relies on her wisdom and her knowledge and just her passion for all things theatre and performance. And she is here to help us present the first of 2 Lifetime Achievement Awards for this evening. Please welcome on stage Dr. Beverly Bromett. Hello, darling. How are you? 3 times with Beverly, always.
Can you all hear me? Yes. My condolences. I just wanted to say that it doesn't feel so much as I'm saying welcome to this very special event so much tonight as I'm greeting a family. Because we are all a family of people who are passionate about theatre, theatre makers of all sorts, in all sorts of ways, some backstage, some very upfront, but all of us with the same common purpose. So thank you for coming, and it's lovely having you here tonight. As far as this award goes, thank you. When Africa, has much to answer for, said to me, will you say a few words about the special award? Well, in fact, he didn't. That's the trouble. He said, we'd like you to present the award for the Africa? Thank you. This is what happens when you've got 80 on the horizon, as I do. You have to be prompted every now and again. But the theatre keeps you young, up to a point. When I was asked to make this award, I said, all right. At first I said no, and then I said, well, all right. I don't want to make a speech today. He said, well, and he looked a bit coy, and he said, just say a few words. I said, all right, so I thought, okay. A few words. Thank you for all you've done. You've been amazing. Thank you. Here's your reward. Let's all go and have a drink. And then I thought, well, actually, that's a bit scanty. That's a bit sparse. It's a bit low on detail. And then I thought I could go to the other extreme. And with the person who is going to receive this award now, very shortly, has been so superb and so magnificent and so legendary in his time, not measured in years, but in decades, that I just feel I have to say everything about him. But the trouble is, if I do that, I'll still be talking after midnight, which is the other extreme, which means that the polite half of the audience will have left, tactfully, and the other half will be fast asleep, snoring raucously in their seats. So that's not really the route either. Anyway, to give you a hint as to what awaits you, I've already had some assistance from Marcel tonight, with some comments that he's made. I shall not duplicate them, because I do not want to be like that prating, tedious knave Polonius. Always precedes things with, brevity is the soul of wit, therefore shall I be brief, and proceeds to talk for 4 hours about nothing in particular. The other thing is, I would, instead of going into a lot of tedious detail about this, refer you to a magnificently penned citation by my colleague Marina from Kramer, from the panel, who has given every detail that is needed to be known about this wonderful person. I'm referring to the great Peter the Great, Cazalet.
how lucky can an old guy get? I mean, it's just too much. I thought it was the end of the road, and there's another light. So I'd like to thank you, Fleur so much. And, well, I see a lot of familiar faces from all the time that I've had in the theatre, and I'm just glad to see you here and to say hi. But thanks a lot. What more can I say? That's it.
As soon as I start doing the show.
Bavuseni kaloku baphakame bavavwe basiseni kaloku sibakhawule sibovesa ingubo sibaqhwaye umthika sibanike ithoba bombeleleni ingoma ningabahleli indlala ibingamanxile ngoma omathathu uncuthule ngoma olugangegwaba imvumi ebesasityusa sinjonja kutyo kuthilwe kwingqungqwe kungqumshelwe intaba egqirha neyegqirha sala kufa okutshani nawo kumadoda zahamba intshontsheleni nentshontsheleni kasisi ingayolelanga yawa inamlele satsho isithonga yeham yo. pensami ancora. Il mio destino sia. Godiamo la casa in cantico, la notte bella e risa. In questo paradiso ne scomparimo oggi. Ne scomparimo.
Another round of applause, please, for the Mzansi tenors. Joined, of course, by the incredibly talented Janelle Spielman. A round of applause, please. I promise you, changing into this shirt reminded me why I am a broadcaster and not an actor. How you all do it within seconds and look fresh and all good is beyond me. So congratulations to anyone who's ever had to do it. I have newfound respect for you. The next set of awards take us into the musical and music theatre world, as well as that of opera. And to present the first two, please welcome actor, director, and playwright Luke Ellenbogen.
Good evening, everyone. In the category of Best Performance by an Actor in a Musical or Musical Theatre Show, the nominees are...
In the category Best Performance by an Actor in a Musical or Musical Theatre Show, the nominees are Anzio September, Auntie Merle, Things Get Real, for Zane. Earl Gregory, Star-Crossed, for Billy. Lookman Adams, Auntie Merle, Things Get Real, for Benny. Mark Lottering, Auntie Merle, Things Get Real, for Auntie Merle. Sean Ulf, Auntie Merle, Things Get Real, for the lead dancer.
And the award goes to Earl Gregory. Unfortunately, he could not be here tonight, but he has sent a message.
Firstly, I'd like to extend my congratulations to all the nominees in their respective categories. I would love to be there to celebrate with you this evening, but I'm cheering loudly from London. It is with thanks and much gratitude to Distell and the Fleur panel to have been selected to receive this award for the role of Billy in Starcrust. Thank you, Distell, for your continued and unwavering support of the performing arts and its artists in South Africa. This production truly was a full circle moment for me, as it marked the end of a chapter, for the time being anyway, of my musical theatre career in South Africa and new beginnings here in London. And what better way to take my final bow than with an original South African work. This accolade is one that I share with the Star-Crossed creative team. And so I would like to say thank you to my beautifully generous leading lady, Isabella Jane, to our producers, Abramser and Mayer Productions, to Fred Abramser for his brilliant and gifted direction, Wessel Oudendal for his glorious and challenging musical score of Marcel Meyer's complex and beautiful libretto, and to VRT Theatrical, Wessel Oudendal and Jaco van Rensburg, and to every person involved in making the show an amazing experience to work on. Lastly, but not least, I would like to thank my life partner and best friend, Robert van Lissen, for always being there to champion and support me. Thank you for this recognition, and it is an honor.
And in the category for Best Performance by an Actress in a Musical or Musical Theatre Show, the nominees are...
In the category Best Performance by an Actress in a Musical or Musical Theatre Show, the nominees are Jawai Peterson, Auntie Merle, Things Get Real, for the character Soraya. Kiko Mdwaba, Once on This Island, for various roles. Noluthando Dlamini, The Marvelous Wonderettes, Betty Jean.
Isabella Jane, Star-Crossed, for Bess.
Tankiso Mamabolo, Auntie Merle, Things Get Real, for the character Ayanda and Dr. McTavish.
And the award goes to Isabella Jane.
Sure. Tonight, I'm among the real stars, not the ones in the sky, but the ones that put this industry on its feet day in and day out, and I'm so honored to be around you guys and people I've met and people I haven't met yet. I'm floored. Finding Bess in Star-Crossed was an interesting journey that took me through history books, conversations with my granddad, who was privy to rallies of the real Elizabeth Clara, and finding a depth and perspective in my heart and being, which was a beautiful journey to go on. I was reminded now of our opening night. My zip got jammed. And you guys know opening night's the worst night for that to happen because you're all there. And while our audience was waiting patiently, I was being sewn in by Marcel into my costume. And I ran backstage in the nick of time. And Earl looked at me and he saw how flustered and frustrated I was. And he grabbed my hands. And he prayed. And if any of you know me or want to know me, the first thing I'll tell you and the first thing you've got to know, that means everything to me. So I'm grateful. I have to make actual thank yous also. I can't just tell you stories the whole night. To Earl Gregory, oh my dude, I don't even know what to say. I'm honored to have performed with you. Telling a new musical is horrifying, but it was made possible by the insightful story by Marcel, the euphonic melodies by Vessel, and I saw him arrive. Vessel, hi. And it was sewn together unironically by our brilliant Captain Fred. So everyone in the Star-Crossed team who brought this to life, we made a hat where there never was a hat, and I'm so grateful. So Abram Samir Productions, VR Theatrical, thank you. My date tonight is my dad. And he represents my family himself, my mom and my big sister, who accepted my award a few years ago. And I just want to say to you guys, I did think of what I wanted to say, but you've shaped me to follow my dreams, to follow God, to follow people who inspire me, and I am so grateful for you. There is no one in this world I'd rather walk alongside than my dad as my date, my mom is my confidant, and my sister is my best friend. So thank you to you guys. And then I have to make one more mention, and this one's a hard one, but I hope it resonates with a few of you. I think after COVID it sadly might. There's been a lot of people in my life who've shaped my career and my world significantly. And there's one man called Adrian Ziller, and he was a rock star. He was a guitarist, he was a singer, he was phenomenal. He was my mentor since I was 5. And he had a seat at every performance of Star-Crossed. Not because he bought one, but because I dedicated one to him, because he's sadly no longer with us. And I dedicated that seat to remember him and to pay homage to him, because he's significant and he changed me. And whilst I'm going to say this one to you, from now on there's going to be a seat for Star-Crossed, because it holds such great significance for me and the story that it tells. To hope everyone who saw it, you guys got that story. So for Star-Crossed and everyone who was involved, that warrants a chair, and I really thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations. To present the next 3 awards of the evening, please welcome South African playwright, television and stage actress and drama therapist, Amelda Brandt.
Good evening. A wonderful surprise and privilege to celebrate theatre with everyone. So the next category is Best Performance in an Opera, Male.
In the category Best Performance in an Opera, Male, the nominees are Conroy Scott, Le Nozze di Figaro, Figaro. Luasi Dlamini, Le Nozze di Figaro, Bartolo. Smelo Mtlangu, Sarah Bartman, The Opera, Georges Cuvier. Van Wyk Venter, Le Lessier di Amore, Belcore. William Berger, Le Nozze di Figaro, Count Almaviva.
And the award goes to Conroy Scott.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What do I say but thank you? Firstly, I'd like to thank Magdalene Minnaar and Alice Gabriel for believing in me that I could actually do this. You know, it's been a long, hard journey. As opera singers, you have to work very, very hard, as is the case with the arts industry. But this opera, it holds a special place in my heart because the first ever opera involvement was Le Nozze di Figaro, for me personally. I was playing in the orchestra, and the guy that sang Figaro, sadly no longer with us, and many of us here know him, George Stevens. He was a friend and a mentor to most of us, and to a lot of us. And I dedicated this opera to him. So receiving this award is not only just as recognition for the work that we do and the work that we do at Cape Town Opera, but also for those who've gone before us, like George Stevens as well, and many others. And then also, lastly, I'd like to thank my family, Jessica, she's here, and then also my little year and 3-month-old son, who this is for. He'll hopefully be joining us later, because my folks will be dropping him here. So he's probably going to have us running around after him outside here all the time. But yeah, this is for him and for Jessica, so that they can be proud of the work that I've done and the work that we all do on a constant basis. So thank you very much.
And the next category, Best Performance in an Opera Female.
In the category Best Performance in an Opera Female, the nominees are Bongiwe Nakani, Sarah Bartman, The Opera, as Sarah Bartman. Brittany Smith, Le Nozze di Figaro, Susanna. Megan Katz, Alcina, Ruggiero. Setsuane Janet Ntseki, Alcina, Mogana. Sipamandla Moyake, Le Nozze di Figaro, Countess Almaviva.
And the award goes to Brittany Smith.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would just like to thank the Fleur Theatre Awards for this nomination and for the receiving of my award. I've worked incredibly hard to get to this point today, and I am so glad that my talent has been recognized. I would like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for this wonderful opportunity, as well as my parents, the love of my life, Kyle, and the team behind me that support me, Magdalene Minnaar, by name, Dr. Lisa Engelbrecht, Angelo Gabato, and Virginia Davids and her husband John Davids, as well as Lisa Thomas from Cape Town Opera. I am incredibly grateful, and I'm so glad that I could make my supporters proud. Thank you.
Just want to make sure I have the cards right. Next category, Best Theatre Production for Children and Young People.
In the category Best Theatre Production for Children and Young People, the nominees are Lieve Heksie in die Rolskaarte, Margit Meyer-Rodenbeck. Peter Pan, A&M Productions, Fred Abramser and Marcel Meyer. Sonde met die Spooke, University of Stellenbosch Drama Department. Vloei in die Geheim, Kipper and the Secret, Marinda Engelbrecht and Margit Meyer-Rodenbeck.
And the award goes to Marinda Engelbrecht and Margit Meyer-Rodenbeck. On their way.
Jy moet eers hier staan. Kom ons nou, vat jy dit nou. Nie hoor, hou eers in. Right. Many a time, children theatre, people see it as inferior, and I can promise you it's not. We use the cream of the crop of actors, and they need to be triple threat. They need to be able to dance, to sing, and to act. And I can tell you, the audiences are ruthless. About 2 or 3 years ago, we had one little guy, could not take it any longer, and he got on his seat and he screamed from the right up the back of the theatre. He said, "My parcel, jou moer." For the baddie. Right. And we are partners now for 21 years doing this production. And every year we get between 15 and 20,000 kids attending this production. And now people ask us, why do we do this? And I say, if we can get one child every day, we can win one child for the theatre. I'm happy. En ek is 'n ouma. Ek sê stuur julle kinders teater toe, hoor. En julle klein kinders, ons het hulle nodig vir die toekoms.
Wat jy nou doen. And to add to that, thank you for Fleur Cup Awards. It's the 58th year, but I think it's the 5th year that this award has been included, the Theatre and the Youth Award. And thank you for recognizing the importance. Yes, we're building a new audience, but I think, en ek gaan nou oorstaan na Afrikaans, want anders raak ek gekonfoes. Want, nee, ek het nie gevloekie. Konfoes is 'n mooi woord. Julle Kaapenaars dink dit anderste. Maar anders raak die eyes en die hoors en alles die mekaar. Ek dink erger na COVID, of as dit nou wil erken of nie, is die kinders nog meer so, né? En hulle is vasgevang. En dit is 'n aaklige plek om vasgevang te wees, is daai skerm. Want dit is nie interaktief nie. Dis 'n oordosis van kennis en inligting. En ek het nie doos gesê nie. Jy doos sou dit agter my gesê. Oordosis. Marinda, shut up. Dit is and theatre creates the magic. They come in and they forget about everything. They become involved. They're the main characters in our productions. Not our actors, not the songs, not the costumes. The kids are the main actors. There's 'n veilige plek waar hulle kan ontsnap and can still believe, yes, I'm safe here. I can believe in magic. And that's why we keep on working and doing it every day. And I'm going to end off, it won't be right if I don't include everyone. Thank you for our whole cast, all the performers, the musical director, the choreographer, everyone. It's going to carry on forever. But especially thank you for Artscape. And the Artscape technical team. We all see the people on stage. We're nothing if there's not a light on us, not a mic in front of us. We need our technical team. So thank you, thank you, thank you for everyone involved in theatre.
Ndingumntwana wenu zindaba ngesaquphe nasuka ndandijikela nabuya nandiwela liselusana lwenu zindaba njongo enjongo yami iyanalelo wanje buyelo mva ngoba mna ndisalelwa mabuba enjongo yami iyanalelo wanje buyelo mva with my tongue, too much dust in my throat. Trust me, I'm loaded with burdens. I just wanna vomit it all. We all came to win this game. I mean, who cares anyways when you keep on weeping, keep pulling that smile even when it's freezing. I pulled up my socks when I didn't own it. Then die 100 times, lose again. I hold my breath with my hands. Take a guess, life's not fair, it's not a care.
Another round of applause, please, for the Jazz Art Dance Theatre Company. I wonder, is Conroy back in the auditorium? It is his birthday today. And I wonder if he can join me in singing happy birthday to him. You can lead us off, good sir. You've got the voice. Of course you can. Just like you can give us cake afterwards. Happy birthday and have a wonderful year ahead. Congratulations, good Sam. Now, the second Lifetime Achievement recipient is a man that probably needs little introduction, but Marina Grebeno is going to try and introduce him and convince you as to why we thought it not only right, but timely that we award him the Lifetime Achievement Award. Please welcome fellow panel member and convener of the opera panel, Marina Grebeno. Hello, darling.
Thank you. I'm a little short. Can you all hear me? Okay, I'll try to be as brief as possible, but with a career spanning the number of years that this person had or has, it's going to be difficult, but I'll do my best. A former boss of mine was fond of quoting the last two lines of the famous Victorian poem Invictus when asked what motivates him. And he very proudly said, "I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul." Now, if you think about it, there are actually very few people who can say that. But having known David Kramer for many years now, it is my belief that these lines best capture his inquiring mind, his independent spirit, his creative drive, and his need to ensure justice in the best way he can, namely through storytelling and music. In his early years as a solo artist, he would often touch a raw nerve, which saw his work being excised or banned by the apartheid censors. Later, unafraid and in collaboration with his friend and colleague Talik Peterson, he would continue to put the stories of disenfranchised and disadvantaged people on the stages of the world for everyone to see and hear. Then we haven't even mentioned all the artists he identified and trained for the stage, some of them among our nominees and winners and in the audience tonight. David introduced us to our brothers and sisters from the other side of the divide, and he instilled in us an abiding love for our country through his exploration and portrayal of the forgotten Dorpies, people and musicians of the Karoo, the Northern Cape and Namaqualand. His accomplishments are too many to list, and time is not on our side. It would be remiss of me, however, if I did not mention the significant contribution of his long-standing partner, wife and agent, Renee Kramer, without whom he may not have achieved as much as he has. We will be sending David his commendation a bit later on, but I would love to read it to you, the reason why we have decided to present this Lifetime Achievement Award to him. We do so for his immeasurable contribution to the arts and entertainment industry as a national and internationally renowned icon, singer, songwriter, guitarist, hero and archivist of roots music and stories, writer and producer of groundbreaking musical theatre productions, artist, restless genius always seeking to tell the stories of the almost forgotten, and above all, Mensch. We applaud him for taking the road less travelled at a time when it would have been easier to subscribe to the status quo, for his unflinching idealism and humanity, and for his unfailing loyalty to kith and kin. We express our admiration for his artistry and musicianship, as well as his insistence on accuracy and authenticity, arrived at through meticulous research, masterful attention to detail, impeccable instincts, and solid relationships forged over long hours in the recording studio, in rehearsal rooms, and on stages, as well as along the dusty back roads of rural South Africa. We honor him for a lifetime of peddling his wares, as his Lithuanian grandfather did, and bestowing on us a rich legacy of unique music, enduring musical theatre productions, and stories that bind us together as one. Thank you, David. And could David please come up now?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I thought I had this under control, and suddenly my legs have gone wobbly. Firstly, thank you very much. It's such an honor to receive an award like this. Thank you, Distell, for supporting the arts for all these years. I mean, 58. Amazing. And then also thank you so much to the Fleur de Cap panel for deciding to give me this wonderful Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm truly, truly honored. 60 years ago, my father brought home a guitar from the furniture shop where he worked. I was 11 years old. It was a Gene Autry special. It had Gene Autry on a horse, on the front of the guitar, and Gene Autry painted there, and sort of cattle running off on the other side. I wasn't too impressed. So I took the Rolling Stones' advice and I painted it black. But that guitar, in my hands at the age of 11, changed my life and is the reason why I am standing here today. So I thank my father for doing that. I once wrote a song called Kyk die Hanne, die Hanne van my, and I thank these hands for learning to play those damn chords and to learn how to pick the strings. It wasn't easy, so thank you, hands. Yeah, there just are so many people to thank. There's so many of you here tonight that I've worked with, I've been involved with, and and I do wish that my partner Tally Peterson could still have been here with us tonight. Because it was Talib and I, two entertainers, two guitar players, two performers who had nothing to do with the theatre world, who audaciously decided, why don't we write a musical? And we met we had coffee. I knew, and we said, well, let's get together. I said, I've got some songs. He said, I've got some songs. I said, well, I've got some characters. And we got together and we wrote District 6, the musical, in 1987. In 1986, it was produced by the Baxter Theatre and ourselves in 1987. And it changed Cape Town Theatre, which was very much a white affair until that time. For the first time, we had audiences from all walks of life flocking to see their story on stage. So there have been hundreds and hundreds of people that I've worked with over the years. Musicians who've played in my bands, musicians who've recorded with me, actors. Anyway, what I wanted to say was, so we were audacious, we came into the theatre, and Talib and I, we didn't know our upstage from our elbow. And I think, people really didn't expect us to stay with it. But we had a wonderful time together, and we wrote many musicals together until he was tragically murdered. But I thank all of those people that I've worked with, all the wonderful actors and singers and musicians. I especially want to thank my wife Renee, who has been by my side all these years. We met in 1968 and we've been together since then. And I also want to thank my daughters, Jessie and Amy, for their support over the years and being there since they were really little. And when I had to do David de Vet and I would easily forget the words, they knew them better than I did, and they would prompt me from the front of the stage. And then I want to thank my sons. I have a few sons as well, which are not registered to me. But some of them are here tonight. I have Alistair Isabel, I have Lukman Adams, I have Jodie Abrams up there, and I have, so the 5 sons I have are Imran Adams, Lukman Adams, Jodie Abrams, Junaid Boyson, and Alistair Isabel. And since Lukman and Jodie were 10 years old when they joined us, and here they are today being nominated for awards. And without them, we would never have got to London and onto the West End and won the Laurence Olivier Award for Best Musical. We would never have got to Broadway and played there for 6 months without these wonderful talents who were there and have been like sons to me all these years. So thank you very much to everybody. Yeah, I can't name you all, but thank you. And thanks for this award.
If there was ever somebody who exemplified the incredible power of theatre to transform audiences, I think Dalit Peterson absolutely is, as is the wonderful recipient of our Lifetime Achievement, David Kramer, everyone. All right, I've got my sneakers on, which means I'm ready to party. So we are on to the business end of the awards this evening. And to present the next award, please welcome an incredible playwright, a wonderful director, and an outstanding performer, Tisetso Mashifane.
Ooh, I'm too short for this mic. It is an honor to present this category recognizing the new voices in South African theatre. These are the nominees for Best New Director.
In the category Best New Director, the nominees are Carlo Daniels, No Complaints, New Day, New Dawn. Dwayne Alexander, Your Song, the music of Elton John.
Emma Amber and Nicole Alston, The Marvelous Wanderers.
Iman Isaacs, for Irma. Suhail Boysa, Hostel Lights, Zabalaza, Best of the Fest.
And the award goes to Carlo Daniels.
This one is it's a very, very, very special one for me. You know, to have the chance to make theatre, like to be given a budget, you know, and and to be able to get young actors and to be able to have your own set designer, and you know, Temba Stewart did an amazing job for me. I've written down some names that I really want to mention here. I do know them, but just in case. Yeah, so just before I mention the names, this is, I really enjoyed it and I felt very blessed to do this. Thank you so much, Theatre Arts, for the Emerging Directors Program. It really touched me, and these people, Tonei Arendse, which is part of, this is the cast members, Beviel Swartz, Chegofatso Mabutla, Sipinati Mayekiso, and then to the little technical crew I had, Frans Sunguze from Theatre Arts, and Temba Stewart with a beautiful set, and our stage manager, Asamkela Katelo. And a big, I can't put it in words, but I want to say to Caroline, she's not here tonight, but I want to thank her so much because she's a powerhouse, and as a woman, she's a mother, she's a strong woman, she's a theatre maker, she's everything, and if it wasn't for her, this would not have been possible for us. So thank you so much.
And to present the next award, please welcome on stage actress, director, author, Yodia Sampson.
Baas, I know, Alistair, is baie nerve-wracking. 30 years later in front of an audience, this is very nerve-wracking. After 50s, ek vergiet. Ek like gorgeous, maar you don't do bodysuits. We can only do 3 drops of water. En vat 'n halfuur om uit te kom. I'm here to present Best Performance by an Ensemble.
In the category Best Performance by an Ensemble, the nominees are Gion Nel, Albert Pretorius, De Klerk Olofse, Nerens Noordkaap, Frans, Ronnie en Van Dries, Andrew Buckland, Billy Langa, Carlo Daniels, Craig Leo, Fanny Swayiza, Marty Kintu, Nolu Fefe Nchunche, Sandra Prinsloo and Rashina Ratnam. Life and Times of Michael Kay, various roles, Rudy Janssen, Brendan van Rijn and Christopher Dudgeon, The Triplets of Belleville, Molly, Cathay Pacific and Holly, Dean Barley, Grant van Ster, Sean Oof, Karatara, Themselves, Marcel Meyer, Lungile Lally and Matthew Baldwin, Contested Bodies, Lord Charles Somerset, John Nobody and Dr. James Barry.
And the award goes to the Best Performance by an Ensemble, Marcel Meyer, Matthew Baldwin and Lungile Lally.
For a chap who spent most of his life on stage, I'm kind of feeling a bit of stage fright because theatre is the team sport. I've got a lot of people to thank. Distell, we'd like to thank Distell. We would like to thank Distell for this incredible honour. I'd like to thank Fred and Marcel of A&M, my Fred and Marcel, my family, my friends, my mentors, my everything. I love you to death. I'd like to thank my fellow actors. It's always a pleasure working with both of you. We'd also like to thank, I thanked him already, but I'm going to thank him again, our fabulous director, Fred. Really, directing, it's a really tough gig, and he makes it look like a cakewalk. We'd like to thank Artscape for many reasons, but primarily for giving a home to new work. we'd like to commend all of the other performers in this category. When I told my friends I was in the same category as Sandra Prinsloo and Sisfaniswa, let me tell you, they went mad. So really in the best of company. Sisfaniswa, I love you. If there was a Faniswa Isa fan club, I would be the president. In fact, tonight there's going to be, if you want to join, I will add you to the list. And yes, but I must thank UCT. There's a lot of UCT in this company. We have to bow down to our teachers, because if you start right, you're set for life. If you start wrong, you're undoing bad habits the rest of your career. So I'd like to thank my teachers. There's so many of them here. I love you so much. And yes, thank you again, Distell. Good night.
Please welcome on stage to present the next award, the Chief Executive of the Naledi Awards, Leon Pretorius.
Goodness, but it is a long road. Thank you, first of all, to Fleur for having me, Africa Milani. Thanks for inviting me back. It's an absolute honor and a privilege to be in such esteemed company tonight. So I'm here to present the award for the best performance by a lead actress in a play, and the nominees are...
In the category Best Performance by Lead Actress in a Play, the nominees are Emily Child, Dinner with the 42s, Eva; Fiona Ramsey, A Streetcar Named Desire, Blanche Dubois; Marie Borstlap, Neon Smooth, Caval; Mwenya Kabwe, Hold Still, Rosa Fiegel; Sylvain Strike, Firefly, for various roles.
What a lineup. And the Fleur de Cup for Best Performance by Lead Actress in a Play goes to Mwenya Kabwe.
Thank you to the Naledi judges for recognizing our hard work.
No. It's the Fleur de Cup Theatre Awards judges.
You see what happens? I'm a Joburg girl. I'm a Joburg girl. I'm a Joburg girl. I'm just thanking the Naledis in advance for when the show goes to Joburg. Thank you, Fleurs. Rookie error. Thank you very much to the Fleur de Cup judges for recognizing our hard work. Thank you to Nadia Davids for writing the most excellent play, for having your finger on the pulse of the moment. Thank you to Jay Pather for your precision, your rigor, and your deep care. Thank you to my Hold Still family, Tylen, Lyle, Andrew, love you guys. And it's such an honor to be in your creative company. Thank you to my family, some of whom have flown in from Kenya and are watching the live stream, others who are watching from Lusaka. Thank you to my beloved partner who tirelessly, graciously, patiently manages my awkward production schedules. I'd also like to thank my two kids who made a model, a small model of me winning an award. As good luck for the run. So boys, hey, look what happened. Hey. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody.
To present the next award, he's a lighting designer, he's a producer, he's a theatre maker, he's a legend. Please welcome on stage, Manny Manham.
Good evening. It's quite a long way from there. I'm here this evening to present the best performance by a lead actor in a play.
In the category Best Performance by a Lead Actor in a Play, the nominees are Andrew Buckland, Firefly, for various roles. Elton Landru, Dance of the Lagumas, Alex Laguma. Medisi Shabangu, Blood Knot, Zachariah. Nicholas Pauling, Dinner with the 42s, Burn. Paul Slabolepsky, Fordsburg's Finest, Freddie Folchek.
And the award goes to Medisi Shabangu.
Shabanga umpele lo hlata njengenqoshane. Dlanga amandla. Wena lodla kule dessert yalo ngoba gcwele bafokade. On behalf of the Shabang family, it is an honor and privilege to be standing here on behalf of my late husband to receive this award. If Motis was here, I'm sure you'll all be laughing now. But unfortunately, he's not here with us. He would specifically thank his mom for introducing him to theatre at an early age. He would thank his children for understanding that daddy must go away and work so that they can have all the nice things they always wanted. He would skip me and and thank the directors and thank everyone. I remember one day I said to him, because he hasn't been working for quite some time, and I said to him, baby, but now you must go to some departments and look for a job. And do you know what he said? He said, "You are sangana blonde." Me, in the office typing documents, you must be married to the wrong guy. So, yeah. So he's not here with us, but I'm sure his spirit is here. I feel him right now in my heart. And to the arts community, we thank you for the love and support. To the Fleur, to Cap and the Distell, we thank you so much. Thank you.
Please welcome on stage the Chief Executive Officer for Cape Town City Ballet to present the next award. Oh, that's Debbie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. In the penultimate category of Best Director, the nominees are...
In the category Best Director, the nominees are Fred Abramser, Contested Bodies; Gideon Lombard, Karatara; Greg Carvallis, Dinner with the 42s; Jay Pather, Hold Still; Tony Morkel, Firefly;
And the winner is Fred Abramser.
Props department. Wow. You cannot direct traffic if there's no traffic. You cannot direct a play if you're not given absolute commitment and energy from your actors. So to the three of you phenomenal human beings who just, you know, Nick Pauling said to me once, "What do you want? Blood?" And I said, "Yes." And they gave blood, they gave sweat, they gave tears. You guys, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. To Fahim Badin for his amazing lighting. To JP Wilson for that 5-meter chandelier, I think it was, that would hang up there. To Artscape, again, for giving us a home to present new work. I would like to thank, as people are paying tribute, I mean, many, many years ago, I was at the Space Theatre and was inspired and privileged to see Athol Fugard and Yvonne Bryceland. Yvonne took me in my first winter school of drama, and I ran lights at the Space for Athol, and to see that work was an inspiration. And then one day, Moira Fine, who was a great mentor of mine, said, "You need to direct your first play." And I said, "I don't know, you know, what do I do?" She said, "Literally learn the words and they mustn't bump into the furniture." So Fiona Ramsey and Henry Goodman, but particularly Fiona, I've gone on to direct you so many times. You are my muse, and thank you for everything you've given. Thank you. And then we moved on, and where's Manny? At the Market Theatre, Barney, people who inspired me. Barney came to watch Midsummer Night's Dream, and I literally pooed my pants because he was going to give notes afterwards, and he said to me one note, and he said, "Fred, how do fairies walk?" And I went to Jenny Resnick, who did the movement, and I said, "How do fairies walk?" And we looked at it and we realized that those wonderful handspring puppets that we were manipulating, everybody's walking flat-footed, and suddenly when they went on their toes. So to Barney, to Manny, this arrogant little director who snapped his briefcase closed, and Manny said to me, "You walk out of this theatre now and you take your whole company and go back to Cape Town." And again I pooed my pants and I stayed. So Manny's been an inspiration, and then moved on when the Space closed to the phenomenal John Slemond, that mad Irishman who gave me so much, who gave me the script written by David and Talip, and he said, I think you should do this. And working with, there they all are in the front row, the broertjies, as David said, the original Sophia, and Basil Apollos, who took over, Terry Forge, I mean, just the fantastic people that I've been privileged to work with, and who've all, John Slemon, who just, again, was an absolute inspiration to me. And yeah, thank you. And it's so interesting to be here tonight, because one dreads these things, because it feels like these award ceremonies are so formal, but they're not. This is like a family, you know. This is like sitting around drinking a glass of good red wine. So thank you to Distell and Fleur de Cap for providing that good wine, but also supporting us for all these 50-odd years. And then finally, possibly the biggest thank you is to my partner, Marcel Meyer. Thank you so much.
And to present the final award of the evening from Distell, please welcome Eric Leonsong and Pumza Khenqe and Simone Benjamin.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Team Distell. I'm joining me is our esteemed leader, Corporate Affairs Director, Eric Leonsong. And the woman behind the magnificence of this evening, Project Manager for the Fleur de Club Awards, Simone Benjamin.
Good evening, everybody. Bonsoir. Goeienaand, Demenang. On behalf of Distell and now Heineken Beverages, I just would like to thank you all for being here. You look amazing, dazzling, and dashing. How awesome is tonight? Thank you. I just would like to have a big shout out to all the nominees and all the winners tonight. Listening to their acceptance speech, it was thrilling for me. I could feel the passion, the engagement, and the commitment they have for the arts. And Distell has had a long association with the arts. For us at Distell, it means so much more. Coming from a sustainability background, it means transformation, diversity, job creation, SMME development, and lastly, partnership across the board that delivers. And I would like to give a big shout out and thank you for all of you tonight. Thank you. And I'm going to steal the moment to say amazing thank you to Simone Benjamin and Pumza Renge, because they work relentlessly throughout the year to make this happen. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. So this is the moment, this is the time that we've all been waiting for to announce the last category. The nominees first. Yes.
In the category Best Production, the nominees are Baxter Theatre Centre, Woordfees in association with Fortune Cookie Theatre Company, Firefly. A&M Productions, Contested Bodies. A&M Productions, A Streetcar Named Desire. Life and Times of Michael Kay, Baxter Theatre Centre. Theater de Wald, Düsseldorf. Le Théâtre de la Ville de Luxembourg. Marie Forts, Karatara.
Okay, now I can say it. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. And the winner is Baxter Theatre, Theater de Wald, Düsseldorf, Les Théâtres de la Ville de Luxembourg. Well.
Good evening. Thank you, Distell, for this wonderful honor. And I'm not going to lie, I wanted this award. I wanted it, and we got it. And that's just simply because I've never, ever, ever come across a story, a company, an opportunity, puppets that made me cry and taught me how to direct from the start again, a team of magnificent creators, Patrick, my friend for years, Joshua, I'm going to forget now, Kyle, Simon, Proofs, fantastic. Thank you so much, Kyle, for your magnificent music. And just to say that this really symbolizes for me how artists came together through COVID. Not only artists, but presenters and producers. We were supposed to open this play in 2019. It was cancelled, and we were supposed to open in 2020 in Düsseldorf in Theater der Welt Festival. It was cancelled, and then they said we could open in Cape Town with a South African cast. Thank God I got that cast. And on the night of the week we were getting in, we had load shedding and had to borrow lights from Artscape and relight. Thank you, Artscape. LED lights. On our first dress rehearsal, before we previewed to an audience, we got COVID in the company and we cancelled the entire run, along with Kiss of a Spider Woman, who was also opening. I stood outside the theatre with Adrian Kohler and we both burst into tears, and poor Basil had to console us. So it was kind of like a test and a test and a test. And finally managed to open the following year to 50% audiences and still not really get our run in of this production. And so thank you to the Baxter Theatre, thank you to all the staff at the Baxter Theatre, thank you to the wonderful cast, but most of all, thank you to the theatre community for over that time. We were on the telephone, we were on Zooms, we were in conferences, we were lobbying government, we were saying artists need money, don't forget about us, bring the presidential stimulus package, bring support to the arts. And the arts came through that time, the audiences are back supporting us, and we are alive and kicking, and what a wonderful evening. Thank you.
It certainly has been a wonderful, wonderful evening. Once again, on behalf of the panel of judges, I want to say thank you very much to each and every one of you for the extraordinary amount of work that we were delighted with in 2022. We're already about 25 productions into the new year or something like that, and so you are keeping us busy, and please continue keeping us busy because we love it. No city the size and significance of Cape Town can exist without you, because we are invited to an auditorium where we leave our problems behind, in part to listen to other people's problems, but you reflect us to ourselves, and you invite us to reflect on things, issues, concerns that we need to address, but also you invite us to celebrate and remind us, yes, stage load shedding is a problem, yes, corruption is a problem, and thank heavens we have another Minister of Arts and Culture. But if you really, 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 really want to appreciate what keeps the essence of this country going, it is in its people. And you reflect their stories on stage. And for that, we'd like to say thank you very much. Congratulations once again to all the nominees, and if all the winners can please join us on stage in order for us to take a group photograph. I'd like to also have all the panel members coming up on stage so that we can have our group photograph. Hassan Das and the band are going to come back on stage, and we invite you to please join us back at the plaza for some wonderful dinner, some wonderful wine, some wonderful cider, wonderful beer, wonderful gin, as well as wonderful whiskey. Have a good evening, everybody, and we will see you at the theater. 1, 2.
gonna make it if you do is down the drain. I don't think I'm gonna make it if you do is down the drain. No money, no honey, let's keep it that way. No money, no honey, let's keep it that way. I've been down that road, it wasn't like a drive. I've been down that road, it wasn't like a drive. I'ma take another road, this one's on the coast. I'ma take another road, this one's on the coast.